I think I can be more aware as I am looking at social media to say, I mean, since I'm new to this, I haven't felt like, oh, I have the knowledge and the expertise to pick those sources. I've felt like that needs to be an expert, but it doesn't now that I've done it longer. Like I could have found that and said, what do you guys think of this? And then also when I tried this in the spring, I did it asynchronously. And so I recorded a video of me showing them a source and practicing kind of the I do, we do, and then I gave them one as kind of like the you do, which I think asynchronously is okay, but we lost all of that excitement. There's an excitement in the room as everybody's like going to their Chromebook to try to figure this out. Is this reliable? Can we trust this? And so we lost that. So this year I'm going to really work on doing that synchronously, and I think that it really lends itself to that, having all the kids in the meeting and showing them what we're talking about, and then letting them go. Well, not actually leave the meet, but take a minute now, open a new tab, and what do you guys think of this? What can you find out? And I think that we can recreate some of that same excitement that they had about trying to figure out if it's reliable or not, or what's going on with the source.
That seems like great advice. So, I mean, the way that I would parse what you just said is that there may be ways to asynchronously to set up a problem. There may be ways to asynchronously let students do some sort of independent investigation of it, but you probably want to make sure that like the discussion and the big reveal is something that might fit really well into your, live video time, because
Yes.
it lends itself to some discussion, debate, excitement, reveal.
Yes. Yes, and I think that it will be doable. Like it's actually something, at first I felt this loss of like, oh, that was so much fun in the classroom, but now I feel like, oh, that's one thing that we can really um, do synchronously remotely. Students I love the way watching kids like look at each other's Chromebooks and try to figure things out together and like partnerships talking. So it won't be the same, but I think that we can recreate a lot of it remotely.
Do you have any other advice for teachers who are starting to use these materials about how to teach it, or about how to integrate in your curriculum, or any of those other kinds of things?
My advice is to do it, like try it, because that like it's just amazing what students are able to get from it, and you can sense the way that this is going to be something that they're going to be able to use throughout their lives. And so just be willing to try. The lesson plans are great, so even if you just have to open it up and go with exactly what it says, and then do that. And if you have time to really go through it and modify it for your class, then do that. But regardless, just get it out there, give it a try, because it's been such a wonderful experience in the classroom. I'd also suggest that people find a colleague or a buddy to teach it with in their classroom, because having somebody to talk about how it went and ideas for modifying or changing is really exciting. I've really benefited from talking to colleagues, not at my school, but in the district when we've been teaching this together, about how it went and what we could do differently and what our students knew and didn't know. So teaching this with a colleague is a great idea as well.
Yeah, it's so great when we can teach those things to students that we really feel like, wow, they're going to be able to use this for the rest of their lives. Well, Linsey Rose from the Chicago Public Schools, thanks so much for joining us. It's been a great conversation.
Thank you so much for having me.